And we're back to Kerbal Space Program. Jonny here. It's been a little while. I've been playing some other games, trying to expand the channel a little bit for folks that aren't particularly interested in Kerbal Space Program. Of course, I still am, and we're gonna have some fun today. We got a bunch of science to spend, and we got like most of what we want in the propulsion tree. At some point we want to get the very big rockets, but I don't think we need them as of now. There are some cool things here to be had, but I think the main thing, we want to get some cool gear down here. So maybe some high power electrics, bigger, better batteries, and solar panels. Grab that. Do we need this? Mini docking ports, and now we don't need that. Dude, we want the processing lab. I think I've never actually used it. I think it gives you extra value in your science. So we want this in our space station. Now we don't have too much left. We could go for some better RCS ports. We have like a little bit more powerful RCS, I assume. And what is this? Dude, this is powered by fuel oxidizer. Interesting. Some monopropellant tanks. I think we don't need it for now, so we'll just hold off. And we wanted to make some tweaks to our ship. So let's bring it up here. It was the Mark III, wasn't it? Yes. Right, so we had some issues. First of all, you gotta link these two fuel tanks. Alright, so you gotta link this guy with this guy. And like this. You see, the thing is, you gotta hold on. Dude, we've done it. It looks horrendous, but it works. And then we just gotta remember that we do need RCS tanks. Just place them around the rocket like that. Then we get rid of this. We need also landing gear. Okay, then take these guys up a notch. Take these guys like that. Retract. Alright, so we got rid. Let me see, do we have? Can't remember exactly. Yeah, we had like a low profile engine down there to assist with the thrust. We have no oxidizer in these tanks. We have a lot of oxidizer in these tanks. What I'm thinking is we remove the oxidizer, and we probably don't need all of that fuel. We can run something like this and just bank on the nukes for propulsion. I mean, right now you're like inside. Like this. No oxidizer, no oxidizer. And we still have our stuff, and things are looking fine. Alright, I think we got it. So, yeah, I think we're ready for another mission here. Tell you what, let's just save. We'll try out the design, see how it works in practice. Who do we have on board? We need one scientist. Right, we got Bob. So we're gonna launch here. 3, 2, 1, launch. Hopefully we still remember how to play the game. But yeah, so where are we going today? Probably we'll go to Minmus as well, just to like replicate the last mission and make sure that the tweaks in design that we've done are actually gonna allow us to have like consistent performance in these missions. And then this is a design I could see working for like deep space with the nuclear rockets. We would need to retweak our first stages here. But I think this can work. Just checking my fuel here. Also just trying to remember how to play Kerbal Space Program. So yeah, so we reach the point where we cut our throttle. We lean back towards the horizon. Speed up. This should be a successful maneuver for us as usual. Unless we screw up. Just get close to that apoapse. Lights on. Solar panels extended. Yeah, looking good. I think as usual we wait until we catch up to our apoapse a little bit to ensure we have a nice and round orbit here. And as we approach, fire up again. Should result in a decent orbit here. Again, we repeat the maneuver. Just speed up until we catch the apoapse and fire. Alright, we got a decent orbit. Still have some fuel left here. Should be actually almost enough to do the maneuver here. We want to go to Minmus again. I think we want to go to Minmus. We could go to the moon as well, but let's just let's go to Minmus. We're probably gonna be able to have more fun there and hover around more. We wanna just get closer to the ascending node, and we know the ascending node means we can just burn anti-normal to correct our inclination. So we ever so slowly turn the ship towards that direction. Remember, we're turning the hulk of like the big ass fuel tanks there. So once we're pointing normal, we just burn and watch that go down. Ideally want something under 1 degree. Alright, that's gonna work for us. Put me retrograde for now. We're gonna plan our maneuver as usual. We'll start with something like 900 delta V there. And let's see where we end up. Actually kind of close. Could try this encounter. I don't know if the maneuver node is going to be too close. We have 2 minutes to get there. And this is a 900 apoaps. We're a little bit far. Let's see what we can do about getting closer. And one thing we will do is correct the inclination when we can. But also I'm thinking, can we just... Nope. Just want like a little bit of a better encounter, if I can. $500. I think this is fine, because we'll just close the gap, correcting our inclination. So, get ready to perform the maneuver. 1 minute. And actually related to this, I watched SpaceX's talk, well, Elon Musk's talk about his projects in SpaceX, and it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, as always, you never know what's gonna come out of it. But dude, they have some exciting plans. They're talking about landing cargo missions in Mars by 2022, which is pretty insane. But also, if you just look at like the current rocket technology they're packing, their rockets can like re-enter the atmosphere without being completely destroyed and landing on their ass. Like they just land with the propulsion. They're able to land gracefully, which is crazy to me, dude. Okay. No! What happened? Alright. Looks like we have a problem in our staging. So I'm just gonna correct the issues with our staging, get back to where we were, and we'll pick it up from there. Alright, so after that hiccup, we fixed the problem with our staging. I have a similar maneuver set up. We're just gonna wait here. Burn. Apologies for that. Gotta remember to always triple check your staging when you're done. Alright, so we're gonna burn here. And I can't remember what we were talking about. I think I was... Ah yeah, I was talking about the SpaceX thing, right? Because I saw some videos of how the rockets land, and it's really, really graceful. They actually go back into Earth and land correctly, which is incredible, right? And they also have the ability to do automated docking. So you just press a button and your rocket docks onto something like the space station, which is crazy, right? Insane. So it's always fun when you watch something like that and it gets you a little bit inspired, a little bit excited for the future of humanity. One of those cool moments. But for us, everything is going smoothly so far. We're already in nuclear engine territory, so we should be pretty energy efficient here with our fuel. Still got all of this fuel here. This is what I mean, like we could go really far with this, I think. Could go really far. And cut. Alright, so we need to make some corrections because, oh, don't have an encounter anymore. I think the main problem there is that our thrust wasn't enough. Or maybe did we overdo it? Because we switched engines. Whenever you do that, there's issues at times. So just fire up a bit. We should get an encounter. Okay, it's not a very good one, but it's something we can work with. So let's just see. Hold on. Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a maneuver like halfway here and correct our inclination a little bit. So let's try to position our camera there. Okay. We're gonna do like... Oh, too much. Hold on. Raise our inclination a little bit like this. And then... Can we go retrograde? Yes, that's the ticket. That's like the smallest of burns. A fraction of a second burn. Alright, well, we're gonna try to do that the best we can. So just take me to the maneuver. I think we gotta raise the music volume a little bit here. Juice it up a bit. Okay, so take me to the maneuver. There's 1 hour left, and then we gotta burn like 0.4 seconds. Okay. Alright, ever so slowly. Tell you what, just warp me to like fucking here. Okay, 12 minutes. Speed that up. 6, 5, 4, 3. Alright, we're gonna burn really lightly here. When the time is up. Again, just watching that number there. 3, 2, 1, and burn. Now, we may not have gotten the perfect maneuver, but it definitely still works. So it's going to take us 13 days to get there, but we'll get there. It's the thing with the Minmus missions, they're easier to execute, but they take a long time for the Kerbals, so hopefully Bob and the crew are doing fine in that kind of little capsule they have. Do we have a visual of Minmus? Yeah, we got a visual. All right. So business as usual. Get ourselves to the periaps. We burn retrograde. Get into orbit. We got a ton of fuel, man. We could go places with this. We could go places. So we're gonna have to ditch all of this stage. Although we could try to it might be like a fun challenge to try to land on this just on the ass there of the fuel tank. Who knows, maybe we'll try that challenge. But for now, just going to get that orbit going. During takeoff, I observed something. Didn't look like our asparagus staging was working 100%. It was fine at the bottom, but some of the fuel tanks at the top we're getting depleted in a way that didn't seem correct to me, so we might have to take a look at that for next time. Because it's possible something is not working quite right there. I think we want to land. We want to land on where it's sunny. So I think we go like here. Take me back to out of time warp, please. Alright, turn yourself retrograde, and we're just gonna decay our orbit. Hit me up. Dude, our thrust to weight is really good. That's what I don't get. The thrust to weight just becomes way better in outer space. Like farther from Kerbin. I don't really get it, but you know, it's fine. We'll just use it because it works really well. So, whoa, stop. Messed up a little bit there. I was looking at the other direction. Yo, what's up with that? That's fucked up, man. That's not cool. What is happening with you, Minmus? Talk to me. This is creeping me out, dude. Like really bad. I don't want this. No, Minmus. Don't do me like this. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let me quick save, and I'm gonna reload here. Alright, we're back, and Minmus is now in one piece. So, take us to surface mode, retrograde. We're gonna take the challenge of trying to land on the fat fuel tanks. Do I think it's gonna work? Maybe. Probably not. It doesn't look like a very flat region. Now that I mention it, we could try to go for that spot over there. I mean, this is kind of just silly, but also kind of fun. So we're gonna fire a little bit. And let's just pack our solar panels. Can even speed up here a little bit as we approach. Yeah, we want to go into that nice flat area there. That's our best shot, probably. It's like a big clearing over there. Don't move the ship, Jebediah. Jesus. Alright, fine. Stay retrograde then. Gonna try to land right there. I think it's gonna be tricky, but we'll see. Got great thrust with these engines. And still got like tons of fuel in these fuel tanks down here. Alright, take me faster. Like, don't even talk to me until we're like below 1 kilometer. Alright. And we wanted to land on the sunny side because we don't have any lights in the bottom of this fat fuel tank, so Want to make sure that we see clearly where we're landing, which is the case. We're fine. I'm looking for our shadow right now. There it is. 20 meters per second. Manageable speed. We're gonna, of course, go for the suicide burn here, like real man. You wait until like 100 meters off. And burn. Okay. Was even a little early there. Gonna try to be as gentle as we can. We've done it. Let's take a snapshot here. Right on. Look at that. Man, it's goofy as fuck, but it works. Got the biggest amount of fuel ever needed for anything. So let's do our business here. So we have a hotkey to take all the science. There was a group control there I assigned. While the material samples were processed, you began to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert. And have discovered that you are now hungry. These Kerbals, man. Faint seismic waves are detected. Collected and recorded atmospheric data. You observed the goo. Great science findings, dude. This is gonna advance Kerbal kind like in a crazy way. So let's just get our crew report. Gonna EVA Bob. Let's first just kind of get to ground here. Nice postcard for Bob. Let's just plant the flag, why not? We're gonna say SpaceX Mark III field test for new spaceship. That's it for us. We take the sample, we do a EVA report. You feel a little bit like a superhero, dude, totally. Turn on your RCS, Bob. I mean, if anything, this is gonna be great training for us to control the RCS a little bit better, because it is a bit tricky. And I don't have much practice with it. So this is gonna be a good opportunity. So just grab the ladder and yeah, just keeping an eye on our propellant, making sure we don't run out, because of course that would leave us stranded and dead on the moon. So let's grab the data, restore, grab and restore, and then just grab data from these. Alright, now we do the operation. We let go, turn on RCS, try to hop over to the other side. Remember, we're gonna store the science. That's right, just stay there. Store experiments. Everything has been stored for us. So you let go, turn on RCS, and do the operation again. Just turn on to the ship so we can use our hotkey there. Okay, cool. We got like another set of experiments. So Bob, you know the drill. Recover, the instrumentation here. Beautiful stuff. And dude, we could keep doing this for ages. Could be doing this for ages. We have so much fuel. And what I'm thinking is that we could just use this design, and instead of taking pilots, we could just send a probe and try to see like how far we can get. Like I'm starting to think about like Mars. Of course, Duna is the name here. Can you recover? All right. Okay, we're good. Store experiments. Oh, there was only 5. I forgot to do the surface and EVA. Can we store that? Beautiful. So much science, dude. So much science. I mean, okay, don't go like completely crazy. Alright, we're starting to get the hang of this a little bit. Again, switch to the ship. You do all the experiments again. Luckily, we're landed in the Greater Flats, so this is like a new area. And thus we can like do a lot of experiments here that we haven't done yet. Okay, collect. Take data. Beautiful stuff. Take yourself to the other side. Okay, don't. There. We can't reach that. Okay, so just scooch. We got it. Right before you store, just grab the other stuff. Gonna store that. And then we can probably do one more set of experiments and bring it with Bob into the ship. So gonna do just that. All right, we're getting the hang of this now. So we just wanna, I mean, we don't even have to grab anything, really. We just grab the EVA and sample. EVA part. Because this is gonna survive. We know that this part survives reliably. So I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Just gotta enter the capsule here. Board. And that's it. That's not what I wanted to do. So just close up. Quick save just in case we go crazy here. But dude, as a test, this is pretty insane. Let me bring up the vessel information here. Now you. We have 670 Delta V in this tank only. In the big fat fuel tank. It's insane, dude. Like, so much fuel. I mean, we can play around. Like, we can totally go crazy here. Can just explore Minmus a little bit. This is the Greater Flats. So we could do like, well, let's see. Where do we want to go? We could explore like the top of that, maybe. Oh, Alright, let's just explore this way then. Alright. Might start to get a little dark over there. And actually, we want to land kind of a little bit to there, so just go like towards the normal, I think. Yeah. Boom, that's the ticket. It's the ticket right there. So we're gonna warp closer, and we're gonna ditch the fuel tank just to make sure we also test our landing gear and everything is cool with that. But we can do the entire deceleration with the big fat fuel tanks still. Actually, let's just make sure that we test. So we're gonna ditch that fuel tank, so just checking our staging is fine. It is. Pop our landing gear. Right, we have lights for when we land, so we should be fine. $150 or thereabouts in terms of speed. Should be manageable. The only thing with this is a little bit of a like a rocky place to land, but I think we can handle it. Get ourselves closer to the ground there. We should have great thrust now that we ditched those big fuel tanks. We can get a feel for how quick we can decelerate here. I think we want to get ourselves to around like maybe 80 meters per second. Then we can speed up a little bit more. Stay relative to the surface here, make sure we're not gonna run into issues. We could just land over there. Seems like a little bit of a better area to approach. So I'm not currently like managing to turn the way I want to. Not quite. Alright. I mean, basically, I just want to make sure that we're gonna land in a place that is gonna allow us to have the best shot at a smooth landing. So we want to cancel some of that vertical or lateral velocity we got there. We got plenty of fuel here, so we're gonna be fine. We can actually speed up a bit. No problem. Alright, closing in. Speed is under control. Our vessel looks good. Can pack our solar panels in case something bad happens. Make sure those don't break. Just waiting till we close in. We're gonna do that suicide burn. So you wait until about now. Alright, good stuff. Should be a smooth landing for us. Ever so slowly approaching. It looks like this is a big slope. Really big slope. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Alright, I think we've played around enough. Let's just get back home and call this mission a success, because it has been. Our ship works. We have a lot of fuel in it. And we can get to places with this, man. We can totally get to places. Let's just do the good old maneuver here and get away from Minmus. I'm sure we're gonna tweak things in with this design, but I think this is something we can use straight away. We can pack like a probe instead of actual people, and then we can go crazy. Can like try to take it to Duna, see if we can land there or get to there. Right, so get into orbit first. And then we just... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I like to burn from this side because I think it's better. But, you know, probably doesn't have a big effect. Alright, so we're ready to go back home here. Look prograde and burn. All right. So that's 20 days into the mission. Quite a lengthy one for our guys. Just wanna, if you will let me, I wanna actually speed up. All right. So, just want to go back home now. Gonna do our run-of-the-mill maneuver here. Why are you not turning? We ran out of monopropellant. Oh, okay, well. That is something that can happen, for sure. So, there's the first tweak we're gonna make. We're gonna pack like unlimited monopropellant. And then we're not gonna have to worry about it. No encounters, please. Perfect. Fuel is more than enough. It looks like it takes us around 100 delta V with this present design. Which is great. Alright, got something that works. Oh, hang on, hold on. We have an encounter. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't let us speed up either. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. Just get me past it. There you go. See, just get me close. We're gonna watch the Earth get closer and closer. super speed. Alright. And we only have... we need like another stage here. We don't want to screw ourselves up. Yeah, I mean, I think we're set. We don't need anything else. Our entry is fine. Re-entry, I should say. So at this point, we can safely ditch. And yeah, speed up. Our debris is also gonna re-enter the atmosphere, so we should be fine. What is this? Do we have a little light in there? No, I don't know what that is. Interesting. Alright, so being recaptured here. As usual, it's been a little bit of a lengthy episode, so I'm gonna speed up the re-entry here. I'll meet you on the ground. We landed safely, all our science intact. Good job, team. And our game crashes. Alright, let's jump back into it. Alright, we are loaded back into the game. Recover vessel. We have earned 700 science. Big mission for us. Alright. Well, this has been a hell of a lengthy episode here. We're going to talk about what we unlock next time. But if you're still there, thanks for sticking with me. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. And any comments and likes, I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. That out of the way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.